Hi, Nicci here with more Aliner Makeover and repairs. So this video is about U-Haul, and back in May of this year, 2018, I had them install this hitch because I didn't have a hitch on my truck, and I obviously needed something to tow the A-liner with. So from the outside, so my truck is a 2000 Isuzu Rodeo V6, and it did not come with a tow hitch, so I had U-Haul install it for me. So from the outside, looks wonderful. Looks like a beautifully done job from the outside. So I'm all excited, and I've gotten my A-liner to the point where I can take it for an inspection now and get it tagged, get it inspected, get it registered properly, because it's been sitting in my garage for the last year. As most of you know, I've been working on it pretty much every weekend for the last full year. So U-Haul did not have time to install a brake controller for me. This is just the regular electrical hookup. They did not have time to install a brake controller, and that would have taken another appointment. So I just kind of put that one off because it wasn't super critical. So before my inspection, I scheduled an appointment with some other folks. They were Dave's Trailer in Glen Burnie, Maryland. I'm from Maryland. This is where I'm doing it all from. So I went to them to have the brake controller installed, and lo and behold, they called me and said, "We're sorry, but we can't in good conscience install a brake controller for you because you really shouldn't be towing anything." So I was pretty surprised until they showed me the framing under my truck that U-Haul attached this hitch to, and they said I really shouldn't be towing anything at all. So they left it on the lift for me so that I could see what they were talking about, and I was pretty surprised and really, really angry that I wasn't advised of this. The U-Haul that I had this installed at was the office in Glen Burnie, Maryland, off of B&A Boulevard, and I'm getting ready to take you under the truck to show you what I saw. So I'm down on my knees right now, and this is the U-Haul hitch. Looks all nice and pretty from the outside. So I'm actually going under here. I got some extra lighting so that I could show you exactly what all the fuss was about. So you can see this is the U-Haul hitch. This is where they bolted it in. That's the electrical that they ran. There's their shiny new bolts. The problem comes in right about there. So you can actually see that my frame that they've attached this hitch to is completely rusted out. They even had the balls to wrap their new electrical cord around my rusted frame. You can actually see through the frame and see where they wrapped their electrical wiring. The rust damage is pretty extensive. Like I said, it's now November, it's the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and I had this installed in May, about 6 months ago. And I find it hard to believe that this extensive damage was done or occurred in a matter of 6 months. They saw this. They told me nothing about it. The damage goes even farther. So you can actually see through my frame. And somehow they thought it was a good idea to install the hitch anyway without telling me about this. They didn't say boo about it. They didn't tell me there was a lot of rust. They didn't advise that maybe I shouldn't have this hitch installed. So they saw me coming a mile away and never expected I would be under my truck looking at this, and decided to throw safety to the wind and take my money anyway. So yeah, you can literally see through here. This is not 6 months worth of damage. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at them because of the rust on my truck. I'm mad at them and angry about them, and it's taken me 2 weeks to calm down to be able to even make this video that they thought this was a good idea. They didn't give me an option to say, you know what, probably not a good idea. They didn't advise against it. They didn't tell me about it. They took my money and threw everybody's safety to the wind. Not just mine, because this could have separated had I decided to pull my trailer anyway. But they put the safety of all those around me. Had I towed my trailer and this come apart, they put the safety of everyone around me at risk as well. So I think that's a pretty low move. I think that there's no morals going on there. They saw me coming in. I explained I was new to camping, that I was rebuilding a camper, and that I needed a hitch installed to tow it with. Now, this also had a ripple effect. Had they told me back in May that I didn't have a truck worthy of towing anything, maybe I wouldn't have plunked a bunch of money into my 401k and would have used that for a down payment for a tow vehicle. So, yeah, it's taken me just a bit of time. So again, I'm zooming out. There's their trailer hitch that they installed on my rusted out frame and put everybody's safety at risk. So, like I said, it's taken me 2 weeks to kind of calm down after being so angry that somebody would do something like this and not even mention it, but just take my money and send me on my way. So that's my experience with U-Haul. It's my personal experience. I don't know how everyone else operates, but I do thank the guys at Dave's Trailer in Glen Burnie, Maryland, for having enough morals to say I really shouldn't be towing anything. And I really thank them, and I'm kind of glad it happened this way, because God forbid I actually did accept what you all had said and assumed that my frame was good because they installed my hitch, and I didn't put anybody at risk, nor myself. So there you have it. Plot twist. I've been working on my A-liner for a year. It's close to completion, and I can't even take it to be inspected yet because my vehicle is not tow worthy, even though it has this really pretty U-Haul hitch on it. So I will keep you updated. I will figure this out and let you know how it goes.